Curbar Edge in Derbyshire. We've got another half an hour for sunrise. A little bit of colour coming up there, as you can see. And it looks like it's going to be a lovely morning. A bit cloudy, but not too bad. So, this week's video, I want to discuss honeypot locations. This is what's known as a honeypot location. In other words, a place where lots and lots of photographers come. Everybody gets the same kind of shot. So the discussion really is, should you or shouldn't you? Let's see what we think. So it's now 5:48. Sunrise is 6:15, so got a bit more time here. Just playing around with these rocks in the foreground, which actually look really nice. There's no going to be any light on them because the light's from the other way, such that there is. Just want to record a little bit of light on the horizon. That's what we're after. I'm keeping that quite low in the frame because the interest really is the line of rocks that you can see here. So, lots of people say you shouldn't bother with honeypot locations because everybody gets a shot of them. It's been done before. Nothing's original, and that's correct. I would agree with that sentiment. The other reason for not going to a honeypot location is for protection, really. If everybody turns up, things get really crowded, paths get worn, things get spoiled. But I'm not necessarily in agreement with that as far as we're concerned, photographers. I mean, I come along here, I think most photographers that I've spoken to do look after everything they've photographed, or tried to do it without leaving any trace. And if you're the sort of guy or girl that climbs over fences and leaves gates open, then I think you're going to be like that whatever you do. I have heard lots of rumours of, or seen things on Twitter of people coming up here with like motorbikes and quad bikes and stuff. Quite frankly, that I wouldn't be doing that necessarily. It's a beautiful thing for people to enjoy. There's another one there while we're waiting. As far as the originality is concerned, then, oh yeah, I can see that, but nobody else is here now. No one else is going to capture this. I'm sure this scene has been done before, but I live down in Essex, and Derbyshire I don't know, so I've been using one of those guidebooks, photography guidebooks, and it gives you a really good place to start. It tells you where to park, it tells you what you should be looking for. And now I'm here, I'm going to be trying to look for different compositions and different things. And do you know what? The most important thing at the moment, I'm not going to sell these pictures, I doubt, to any libraries or anything like that. I mean, I could do, I'll try certainly, but it's about, for me, it's about enjoyment. I'm going to really enjoy coming to a place where there are so many options, so much foreground, and photography should be about fun for me. Okay, I'm a little bit more semi-professional now, so I have to kind of think about other things, I suppose, but it's just great fun. And if you've got a weekend free or a day free to do your photography, then a honeypot location is great, a great place to start. Maybe use it as your base, leave no trace. Don't show anybody you've been. Don't break down fences. Don't climb over things you shouldn't be. But other than that, look, it's 10 to 6. Nobody is about. I'm not doing anybody any harm. If you photograph on the coast, like I did quite a lot, you'll know that there is lots of coastal erosion. So things do happen to the landscape. But these rocks are going to be here for several thousand of years at least, I would imagine. Anyway, what do you think? I'd really like to start a conversation down in the comments below. Honeypot locations, yes or no? So I've got this really nice viewpoint at the moment. Sky's looking great. Going to put a grad on. Just looks a bit burnt out. All right, I think we're going to go with actually 2 stops is going to be about right, I think. Yeah, that looks nice. Right, I like this low viewpoint still because it's gets the rocks in. So I'm going to focus on this main rock here. There we go. That's perfect. Got the self timer set. Now, let's have a look through the camera. I'll talk you through what we're doing. Without the grad, it's not too bad, but if you look at this, I don't like to overdo the sky. It just pulls that back a bit. Oh, that might be a little bit too much, you know. But that's what I'm getting. I'm just going to drop that out, put 1 stop in. I think 2 stops is actually. Can you see how this is really dark now? It's quite balanced. The histogram's not looking too bad. Could just lighten it up a fraction. Now got some light kissing off the side of these rocks, so and the heather. It's quite a wide shot. We've got lots of depth in this. Now quite low down. Just focus that up a bit. That rock there. Make sure that's in focus. Which it is. That's the shot. So what I'm seeing now is quite a lot of depth. And photography, or landscape photography, is often about depth. You want to try and portray a 3D image from a 2D piece of paper, if it's a print, or a 2D piece of 2D screen, if you like. And you get depth by colours, you get depth by depth of field. This has actually got some leading lines, so we've got a flick to the main camera. You'll see that we've got a leading line kind of here to this point of interest in the midground, and then along here, the edge of the Curbar Edge takes you around, and then we've got this another little ridge line there, and then in the distance some mist, and that light colour, darker colour kind of also sets it off a little bit. So that's looking cool. Pleased with that. Now the light's gone. Let's do one more here. I might switch back to my other composition. Because now, sunrise. Welcome to a brand new day. I'm getting a little bit of shake here, so I'm leaning on the tripod. And I'm going to take several. Got a 0.6 on the front here just to hold that back a little bit, because that's really bright now. So I have just taken one more. The light is still quite nice, not as good as it was. 2-second timer. So this composition, I'm using a 0.3 grade, just 1 stop, just to hold the sky in. What that does allows me to keep the detail in the sky, which means that the picture will be more evenly balanced. I really like this little bowl of rocks that you can see here. So just going to play about with it. I'll get in what's left of the sunrise there, a little bit of colour in the sky. This is 10mm, by the way, still like in the low viewpoint with the heathers in the front, as you could see kind of there. So one more and I think we're going to go back down the mountain, down the edge, back to the car, go and warm up. Oh, it's freezing. Beautiful. What a day though. Really enjoyed it again.
I've longed for this place for so long. Now I lay me down and be long. And I breathe in the air fresh from the blessed Midwest. I am held by the forest where I go for rest, and washed by the waters of Lake Michigan. And wherever I go, I will return again to my home, the blessed Midwest. I am torn, I am bleeding. Seen many souls, many holy. Remember their faces and hope. Oh, till we meet again. Oh, and I breathe in the air fresh from the blessed Midwest. I am held by the forest where I go for rest, and washed by the waters of Lake Michigan. And wherever I go, I will return again to my home, the blessed Midwest, the blessed Midwest.
Oh, so that's tiring, climbing up there. It's actually not too bad though, Curbar Edge. Managed to do that in the dark, so a really nice shoot. I hope things have recorded all right. I got some good footage on the drone and a nice sunrise. So my thoughts about honeypot locations. I mean, I'm sure somebody has stood in that location and shot that kind of shot before, and yes, it's rocks. It's about depth, it's about a lovely sunrise, but nobody else was up there, so that's going to be an original shot. I'm really pleased with it. I've had a really great morning's photography, had some great drone footage. It's really still down here now, so that was a really lovely day. A little bit nippy, but it's really nice to be out in the cold air. Actually, a lot of people I know are doing lots of cold swimming and jumping in lakes and ice baths, and I can never really understand why, but I hear that once you've done it, it's brilliant. And actually having some nice cold fresh air on your face in the morning, it's really lovely. I think it's really good for your mental health. Makes you feel alive and enjoying the world, you know. So hopefully you can also get out, and I would highly recommend that you set the alarm early, get out before sunrise and just watch the sun come up, because as you've seen today, there's been some quite marvellous stuff. So before you go, really do me a favour by pressing the like button, subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, all that kind of stuff, you know, but it really does help the channel out if you could. I'm trying to build up my followers so that I can do more videos, which is hopefully what you want to see. So until next time, next episode, next Sunday, goodbye.
I am worn, I am weary. travel far, now retreating. I've longed for this place for so long.